Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Wrestling Federation's Saturday Night Powerslam! The legendary Ed Trout, one half of the Trout Busters, is in singles competition tonight against one half of the Deadly Disasters, Volcano. Volcano recently made his debut. Now he's getting another shot to prove that he belongs in the SWF, the biggest and fastest rising company in all of professional wrestling. We've seen Volcano before in tag team action. Him and his partner Hawaiian Steve would fall short to the Calzone brothers, then known as the Calzone cousins, when they were just known as the cousins of Luigi Calzone. But now they identify as brothers because they are in business for themselves. They're no longer here to be known as Luigi Calzone's cousins. They want to represent themselves as they are, brothers. Beautiful dropkick there. The Calzone brothers will be in the 8 tag team tournament to crown the first ever SWF tag team champions. The Deadly Disasters, however, did not make the cut, so Volcano will not be in that tournament. However, his opponent tonight, Ed Trout, one half of the Trout Busters, will be in that tournament. Ed Trout and his grandson, Brandon Trout, known as the Trout Busters, are not the only family that are going to be in this tournament. Of course, we've got the Calzone brothers, we've got the Trout Busters. That's 2 sets of families right there that are going to be in this. We've got an incredible list of tag teams going to be in this 8 tag team tournament. But who's going to walk out the first ever SWF tag team champions? It could be this man. Go for the pin. No, not even a 1 count. Could the Trout Busters, one of the first ever established tag teams in the SWF, become the first ever SWF tag team champions? I know many fans hope so, but I've seen this lineup and I've announced it. There's some really great teams that are going to be in this tag team tournament to crown the first ever SWF tag team champions. Ed Trout is one of those competitors. Oh, beautiful kick there by Volcano. I imagine Volcano and Hawaiian Steve are not too pleased that they didn't make the cut for the tournament. But I think if I know them, they're going to do everything in their power, starting with this match right here, the singles match between Ed Trout and Volcano, to prove that they should have been chosen. They get the chance to prove that they belong, get the chance to prove that they are good, that they are tough. But let's see how the legendary Ed Trout manages to defend his honor against Volcano, one half of the Deadly Disasters. Ed Trout is one of the greatest competitors that we have on the roster. He's pulled off some incredible victories. He's been in some amazing matches. He almost became a #1 contender for the SWF World Championship at one point. He would unfortunately fall to Von Stott in the end of the Survival 6 match. Survival 6 match was an incredible match. That's the match that really skyrocketed the SWF into a national brand. We went from being a small independent cult wrestling company into a national organization. The final 2 from the Survival 6 match was Ed Trout and Von Stott. Ed Trout would fall victim to Von Stott. I believe it was the jackhammer that Von Stott used to put him away. And then that would lead to that amazing triple threat match, including the Russian Godslayer Ivan Backlash. Another man that's not going to be in that tag team tournament. Wait a second here. Oh, I thought he was going to go for some kind of dragon suplex. But whatever he was going to go for, it was quickly countered by Volcano. We have not seen much of Volcano, so this is a great treat for SWF fans. It's a great treat for myself. I'm curious to see what this guy can do. We know that he was very popular wrestling on the Samoan Islands and the independent promotions. Now he's here on a national circuit, wrestling for the SWF. Wait a second here. Oh, Powerslam! Living up to our Saturday night show's name. A 2.9 count is all he gets, though. Oh, the 2 men collide. Of course, the law of physics come to play as the big man takes down Ed Trout. He's got the size advantage over him, as you can see. But Ed Trout now puts him in the corner. Wait a second. Spinning reverse tornado DDT takes down one half of the Deadly Disasters in Volcano. Ed Trout looking to pick up the W tonight. wants to make himself proud, wants to make his grandson proud, wants to make the fans proud, wants to make a great win-loss record, of course. And he needs the momentum push going in to the SWF Tag Team Championship Tournament. And what a great way to do that by winning his match tonight against Volcano. Ice Mountain Driver! Finishing maneuver hit by Ed Trout. But look at that. Back to his feet. How does he do it? Most people that get hit with that move, it's game over. The sun is set. It's night time. But I tell you, these deadly disasters, these Samoan Islanders, they're tough as nails. They prepare for matches by breaking coconuts over their heads backstage before they make their entrance. How do you beat a guy that prepares for combat like that? Breaking coconuts over your head. Have you ever held a coconut? Those things are hard as a brick. But as hard as coconuts are, and as strong as the head of a man like Volcano is, there is no stronger will than this man known as Ed Trout. They call him the legend for a reason. This guy has a heart of gold and passion like you'll never see anywhere else. Look at this. This guy is clearly older than the rest of the roster, and here he is, pulling out strong lariats, pulling off moonsaults, hitting a spear, slamming, smashing his shoulder into the stomach of his opponent. This man will put his whole body on the line to pick up the victory. This guy is tough. This guy is courageous. He's brave. He's one of the greatest men I've ever known. He was the original referee for the SWF. He knew that he was getting older. He knew he was getting close to retirement. He wanted to end his career as a professional wrestler, and he wanted to do it alongside his grandson, Brandon Trout. And right now, he's making Brandon proud as he's taking on this big man. Going for the pin now. 1, 2, and 2.9. Not enough. Close but no cigar. Oh, drops down, runs out the rope. Beautiful lariat with that right arm, right across the chest, and a spear to follow. And Trout picks him up by the hair. Goes for the spear yet again. One of the signature maneuvers of the legendary Ed Trout. Oh my goodness. That may have slowed his roll a bit. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and 3. Volcano picks up the shocking victory over the legendary Ed Trout. Look at that tribal taunt, and now he's laughing. I think that's a laugh in the face of management, showing, hey, I should have been in the tag team tournament. I belong in the SWF. What a statement.